not have anything in our lives. We don't deserve to have the good things in life. But you know what, guys, we deserve to have every single thing, and you can have every single thing you want in your life. You just have to know how to go out and get it. You just have to know how to work your way through what the weeds of the garden, if you like, what is not sitting right with you right now, and go and get it. And go and freaking get it. We are only here once, we only live once, and you know what, why sit there and wonder, what if I had the car I wanted? What if I had the holidays I wanted? Oh, I wished I could do this. Well, do it. Do every single thing you want to do in life. Yes, things hold you back. Yes, things creep up and scare the hell out of you because you think, oh my God, should I do that? What if this person won't like it? What if that person won't like it? Oh, but they won't agree with me and they might fall out with me. So what? If you want to do it in your heart and soul, do it. Absolutely do it, because it is you that are not fulfilling your heart and soul if you don't, guys. It is you that is, believe it or not, it is you that is pulling yourself down by not doing what your heart and soul wants you to do. Yeah? Just by doing and drilling around every day, doing the old, I'm doing this and that thing, whatever the old this and that thing might be. Morning, Mandy. You are stopping yourself from being truly you. You are stopping yourself from, you're limiting yourself from having what you want in your life. We are, in this life, everything is limitless. Absolutely limitless. We can have any single thing we want. Believe me. But the fear kicks in. And then if the what if it kicks in. And then the what if I can't cope kicks in. And then the blame starts to come to you. Then you put the blame on yourself. No, 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 no. No. I did it for years. And just recently, I dipped back in it. Yeah? And we all dip back in it. And we do dip back in it. And do you know why? To come back stronger. It doesn't mean come back with all guns blazing. It means to come back stronger. Mindset, guys, is the major tool to this. Your mindset is the trigger behind the bang, if you like. Yeah? When our mindset is set so straight in ways, that's when we get all the anxiety and confusion. Because our heart is telling us to do things, but our mindset is saying, oh, no, 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 you don't want to be doing that. You want to be cracking on down this lane here because it's safe here. But is it safe for you? If you are feeling dragged down, absolutely worthless, and confused as hell to why everything is going on around you, are you actually being kind to yourself? I don't think so. Are you actually being true to yourself? I don't think so. When we dip back down in this dip, things come to us, and do you know what we actually do? We actually, and it's all right to talk, and it is, but the thing is, when you reach out and talk to people, you reach out and ask for advice, and then just exactly go back, bang, to the way you was before you asked for their advice. Why ask for their advice? What does that actually do for you? It allows you to talk, and it allows you to let off the frustration, and it allows you to bring yourself back down. But where does it actually get you if you're not going to follow your destination and what your soul wants? Yeah? Does that make sense, guys? Am I making sense? Where does it get you? All this talk, all this but if, whys, fors and that. If in your heart and soul you know it's true, what you want to do, then you need to just check in with yourself and put the boundaries in place. Put the boundaries in place to make yourself happy within yourself. do the internal work, and be you, for you, guys, yeah? We can all, I'm just going to get my charger, we can all wish for better things, we can all pray for better things, but unless we actually take action, it ain't happening. And that's as plain and simple as it is. Unless we take the action, it ain't happening. We can keep going around in circles like a little weeble on a kid's toy, and reaching out for this advice, that advice, this advice, that advice, but until we take stand and say why, what's behind your why, to why you're feeling confused, you know, things come and you just sit and think, well, why is this happening to me again? Why do them, you know, maybe you get somebody that don't treat you very nice. Maybe you get somebody at work that is silent to you. You know, maybe you've got friends that 1 minute they want to talk to you, next minute they don't. But it makes you feel guilty because that's happening. It makes you feel sad inside and like gut wrenching and feel sick, and you got pains, you know, your heart and soul's all achy. But it's not your fault. It's not your fault, guys. If you are 125% true to you, well then you know you've not done nothing wrong. So it's not your fault, is it? But the thing is, we do take the blame. We do carry the can for people, and we do try to smooth the path. We try to smooth everything out when there's arguments or when there's fallouts and things. We put our people controller head on and people pleaser, sorry, and we just go for it, and we just try to smooth the path and just make everything all right. But it's never going to be all right. It's never going to be all right, because they weren't your problems to solve. What you're actually doing is picking up the pieces for the people that cause them pains and hurts and traits. You're picking up the pieces for them, and they're just saying, thank you very much for paying my bill, and off I go. So they're just going, and they've got no worries in their life, but actually you're there scraping around, picking up all the bill, well, picking up the bill and the tab and straightening their life out for them. But in the meantime, what you're doing is dragging yourself down in that, pulling yourself down. Thanks, Mandy. Pulling yourself down. You're dragging yourself down to a lower state of self-esteem where you don't even feel worthy anymore. Your confidence, well, where's the confidence? Where's this little person? You're sitting there and you're like, oh my God, you know, there is no confidence anymore. There is nothing. You're just a shadow of your former self, guys. So what can we do about this? We need to take control. We need to take control. We need to put some boundaries in place, and we need to find out why we believe that it's okay to do these things to ourselves. Because we're not doing it to anybody else. We're just doing it to ourselves. Yes, okay, it's coming to us from every avenue, but we're accepting it. We're, for want of a better word, we allow it to happen because it just keeps coming. So my question is why? I had to ask myself why. You know, what do I believe that this is okay, that this is happening to me? Why do I believe this is happening to me, and why do I believe it's okay? Because it certainly isn't. Yeah. And this is when I went to my why. I reached out and got help, and I had to ask where my why laid. And my why I'll take you through my story. My why to why I used to get so far, and it's like, yes, this is it, I'm going to do it, whether it be a job, whether it be a live stream, whether it be a card reading, whether it be anything where I'd got to voice my true opinion. my true words, should I say. I got to this point and I was there at the gate, you know, like a horse at the gate waiting to go, and something kept pulling me back. Something kept pulling me back all the time. I'm like, why is this? I know what I've got to say. They're right there. The words are right there. But every time I was supposed to blurt out the right words, gone on Goosebumps, I'm like, I can't. Oh my God, I didn't know why. And, you know, everybody kept saying to me, well, just say it. And I'm like, I can't. I just couldn't say it. Even my mentor, she kept saying, but there's only you can say it. I was like, yeah. So she said, well, let's find out why you can't go no further. So we sat there and I worked through a few things. And my why, behind my why, is this. When I was 8, I got followed home from school by a bunch of girls. I was ridiculed at school anyway for the way I looked, what I wore, everything else, you know. And I got followed home by a bunch of girls at school. And as I was walking, they pulled my back on my hood on my coat. And I was only about probably about 8, 9 or 10, I can't really remember, but around them ages. And I was still in junior school, so whatever age that is, it's been a long time. You leave there, I think it's 10, isn't it? But anyway, and they pulled my hood and I fell to the floor. They nicked my bag and pulled my hair, yeah? And I didn't cry, because back in the day, you was a wuss if you cried, so you didn't cry. And I held my own, and the last thing they said to me was, you speak a word of this to anybody and you're had it. You don't say a word, because if you do, it'll be worse next time or your family will get hurt. Now they're just kids, but we were all just kids, but I didn't know no more. I was fricked to death. So what did I do? I clammed up. Never said a word about anything that would make. Every time I heard that I was supposed to speak my true words, I stopped them. They were there. Like I had my head cut off. Or I'm not allowed to say these true words because somebody will get hurt in my family. Or I can't really say that because I'm going to hurt everybody else. What about me? What about me? Now that was my limited belief from my childhood that was stopping me from speaking, not harsh words, but words that would better me, words that would take me forward and make my soul happy, guys. Okay? Now, I just wanted to share that with you because it is very confusing when you don't know about your mindset and you don't know about your subconscious mind. I didn't know nothing about that. I just used to get up and do what I used to do and just think everything was coming to me, you know, and I felt confused and all that lot because that's all I knew. I didn't know anything about anything. I just cracked on every day like most people do. But there's always a brick wall that you come across, and there's always something that will trigger you off to think, this ain't happening anymore, I can't be doing with this, something's not sitting right, you know. And The Secret was I watched The Secret as well. I had friends that did mindfulness work, and they kept saying to me, oh, it works. And I used to jump in, do a little bit, feel a bit of all right for a little while, and then jump back out again, and then I'd think, yeah, I'm all right, yeah, I'm cured, you know, nobody's going to touch me, I'm unstoppable. And then all of a sudden, bang, crash wallop. Somebody else had talked to me the way that I weren't supposed to be spoken to, and it'd be like, oh, here we go again. And before I knew it, there I was again, being the people pleaser, smoothing the path, taking the blame, putting a smile on my face, making out everything was all right when it weren't. And this went on for years and years. And you know what? It was only, you know, reality kicks in when something, a trauma or anything happens. And even when I had a family trauma back in 2006, I still was that sort of person. I just put my head on, I just put my fixation onto making sure everybody was all right, that the person that got injured was all right, that everything was going to be fine. And, you know, I just cracked on with my day. Even that didn't wake me up to what was going on in my reality. That didn't even wake me up. But the universe will keep sending you signs until you actually do. And my sign was obviously my mum dying, because, you know, that woke me up as well. It was the worst day of my life, and then it was also the first day of the rest of my life, if you get what I mean. So I don't want to bore you with my rubbish, but the back of that. But what I'm trying to say, guys, is that when you're not feeling 100% because you feel that you're not being treated right and you don't know why, because you don't deserve it, or you're having a bad day, and that's all because you've probably just got up and stumped your toe and said, oh, freaking hell, that blooming hurt, and shouted and screamed at it, and then your day's gone from bad to worse. It's just your... Thank you. It's just your limiting beliefs on that as well, that you've hurt your toe, and then you send the energy out that you're hurt, and then your energy turns into your thoughts, and all that day everything will go wrong. Yeah, everything will go wrong. But if you've got up and you said on a different aspect, you stumped your toe and you're like, oh God, that hurt, but at least it's not broken. That's a positive, guys. That's a positive. So you send out all the positivity and like gratitude because your toe's not broken. Yeah, and then it just gives you the different energy and your hormones around you and stuff. It is so phenomenal. Our mindset and the energy field around us is so phenomenal. It's unbelievable. It's opened a whole new world to me, let me tell you. And if you think about, you're sitting there, and every thought we think sends off energy waves into the universe. And then if you're sending off the negativity about everything, then you're going to get more of it back. Yeah, because that's what it's like. We mirror. And if you're giving out more positive vibes, and if you're having a happy day and everything's going fine, your day will go fine because you're sending out that vibe, and then it will come back to you. Yeah. Now I want everybody on here, if you've not watched The Secret, to watch it, because it explains it 100%. Okay, it is a marvellous film, and it explains everything 100% about energy and mindset. And we create our own lives. We are the creator of our own lives by our thoughts. By our thoughts, which create our, turn into our feelings, and then the feelings turn into actions. It's as simple as that. So I'm putting this short live together. Well, it was going to be short, but you know me, I like to chat. Just to say that I'm here for you. I've been through all that, and now it's my turn to share my tools and techniques with you guys. So if you are feeling anything like I've explained in this video, or there's something that's just not sitting right with you and you're confused, I'm here. Reach out. Send me a message, DM me. Let's see what we can do. Let's see how we can work together and get through this for you. Yeah? Yeah? So on that note, have a good Thursday. And yeah, can't wait to meet you all. Take care. Bye-bye.